Hi everybody and welcome to Airbrush Artistry. This is Douglas Hartman and today we're going to do a quick review of my custom micron Takumi that I got from Dru Blair. The main difference from the ones you can get from Dru Blair and other sites, he has a softer air spring you can put that comes in the air assembly and his short trigger. Now you can see that it essentially just right on top of the body of the airbrush, and the spring is so soft that when you have it hooked up, it's essentially the weight of your finger resting on top of the trigger gives you air, and then it's just a matter of working the trigger as little as possible, and it makes it effortless. What you get with the Takumi, if you notice here, I use a smaller paint cup. Okay, the Takumi is it's a 0.18 millimeter needle and nozzle setup, so obviously it is specifically meant for detailed precision work. Why Iwata sends you this airbrush with this big honking paint cup, I have no idea. Okay, they offer a smaller paint cup, but you can also use a Harder and Steinbeck paint cup screw on to their assembly as well, and that's what I use on mine because I have H&S airbrushes. Is that I just use the smaller paint cup from H&S, and it screws on right on top of this, and it is a side feed. It's ambidextrous. This pin of course it's not going to do it. I'm doing a video, so it's not going to work. That pin pops out. You can take this off right here, move it to the other side, put the pin on that side, you're good to go if you're a lefty or a righty. You just work that back in, and that can go back in there like that. It comes with a slotted handle. I am not a fan of slotted handles at all. So what I also did was I purchased separately the custom micron, I believe it's the CMB model. It's the gravity-fed 1.18 millimeter needle and nozzle setup micron, and it is a solid handle, which I prefer. And so they also come with a moisture trap. This guy right here. And to break them down, it's very similar to other airbrushes. The handle unscrews. You have the nut on the back that you can take off. You pull your needle out. This assembly unscrews, but this right here, you can adjust. The farther you screw this out, it loosens up the tension on the trigger. Okay, but this whole unit here unscrews. The needle guide comes out. There's the spring. Okay, and this guy here is a separate piece that can unscrew. Oh, and it unscrews all the way out just like that. Just so you know, to adjust your trigger tension. But yes, and then the trigger comes out as such. Reassembly. It's just everything. in reverse, man. And let me show you so the crown cap comes off. Excuse the band-aid. And then that guy there comes out. And you've got a very, 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 I'm going to zoom in real quick. Let's see if it'll pick up on this. You can see how small the nozzle is on that guy. Extremely small. Okay. Now they give you this little spanner wrench to take the nozzle off. Anybody that owns any of these guys will tell you the same thing. Do yourself a favor. Get one of these guys from Iwata, this nozzle wrench tool. It essentially goes on the front, and it makes your life a whole lot easier. Let me tell you. That screws on. Screw your crown on. It even comes with a little rubber. It goes on like that to protect everything up front. Imagine that. Your needle. Slides in. Bump. You feel it hit. Tighten that down. Bam. And you're good to go, man. Every airbrush from Iwata you're buying an exceptionally high quality item. The durability of them, the build quality, the finish is outstanding. And we're gonna do now is go ahead and do a little spray test and show you what this guy can do. The thing is that when it comes to doing fine lines, I have a H&S Evolution with a 0.4 millimeter needle and nozzle set up, and I can get hairline lines with that as well as a Takumi that has a 0.18 millimeter needle and nozzle set up. Okay. The main difference though is the precision that this airbrush delivers. The quality of the atomization of the paint is top notch. I don't think there is probably an airbrush out there that can atomize the paint as well as a custom micron can. And when doing more, well, that's not the correct term. When you're doing more detailed work, you don't have to get up as close to your artwork, and you can just you're softly putting layers of paint down, so you have much more control of the paint, and that's where this airbrush really shines.